something about Hollywood and why I believe it is still one of the most corrupt place in the entertainment industry. It don't matter what kind of industry that you're in. Hollywood used to be a place of dreams, and now all of a sudden it's becoming a joke full of left agendas being put in stuff that nobody asked for. Talking about Sally Field, an icon actress, opens up about ageism in Hollywood because basically in Hollywood you have to stay young, you have to stay fit and healthy, you have to look a certain way to please other people instead of being yourself. That's why I've always said I don't want to be famous. But if I do become famous, it'll be the right way. I'm not going to be ego, my attitude, and how I present myself around people. So basically what Sally is going to be talking about is Hollywood in their weird way of aging people up, especially in romance movies and all of that. So let's get to it. There is a sense in society that you should feel ashamed for being old. Hollywood icon Sally Field said recently, and I realized what a crock that is. The two-time Oscar winner was discussing the wisdom of influential women over 70 with fellow acting icon Julia Lewis for the latter's award-winning Wiser Than Me podcast. The Smokey and the Bennett and Forrest Gump star 77 explained it wasn't until recently that she was able to give herself credit for her acting career. She said that although she feels she's on more solid ground than ever, she knows the entertainment industry doesn't look at Asian women in the same way. Obviously, it's awful, she said, promoted by Lois Dreyfus, 63, to discuss ageism in Hollywood. There's just so few real stories written about women of any age, but certainly as you get older, it gets less and less and less and less and less, she added. And it's usually women who are looking for a man. There are so many other stories you could have told. According to Central Asian Better, older adults are underrepresented on screen. Roughly 29% of TV advertisements feature 50 people or older, and screen representation of old adults declined further during the pandemic. Jesus, I did not know that. And you wonder why I don't even watch TV anymore, and yet I watch YouTube for like clips or whatever though, but you get the point. But I did not think that it got this weird, because it usually back then it's always about young adults and teenagers that get more commercial and screen time, especially if you like watching TV shows and movies. But nowadays it's less of that, because you know how Hollywood is, they always gotta put women that are aging badly, and then they go for Botox instead of embracing their naturality. But instead they just want to look like fake Barbie dolls and stuff. But you get the point. Field is enjoying being a grandmother of 5. You have to get to know a whole different group of people, and they are raised by different people, so you have to know what that framework is, she said. And then you have to find a place that you land together, some place that belongs just for the two of you, and that is what you do together. That's just yours. Otherwise, you're just a glorified babysitter. Hot damn. She said it, bruh. I love this part where she said about two people that, especially if they're in a relationship, it don't matter what age they are, just get to know that person. If it gets serious, then it gets serious. Wait until 5 or 6 years, you get engaged, you get married, and you do things together, make it last a lifetime. So I love what she said right here, and I'm loving that she's embracing of being a grandmother of 5 kids. That is crazy. You know what I'm saying? As long as she's embracing life in a different way, that's all that matters. But you can't tell people in Hollywood nothing. So you know what? I love what this article did. and it give us a glimpse of how do we think about life in general in a different way. That sometimes you cannot be worrying about what people say about you. If they don't like how you are, ignore them. Keep doing you. It really goes to show you that the entertainment industry will always tell you how you should live your life. Be something that you don't want to be. Wearing a dress, wearing a lot of tattoos, being something that you don't want to be. Because if it's something that makes you uncomfortable, speak up. Don't be afraid to say anything, because if you let it go for so long to the point where it will become too late, people are gonna think otherwise of you. Or why didn't you say this before when you got famous in the first place? So at the end of the day, I love what she said. Embrace who you are. Forget about getting butt injections, lip filters, Botox, getting plastic surgery in general. You don't have to look like a Barbie doll or something out of a plastic bottle. Just embrace the realism of you, of who you are. And I've always said that about people all the time. If you gotta get surgery, if it's for a medical reason, if you're going through sickness, yes, get that. But if you're getting surgery out of curiosity because you're insecure with your body, then something is wrong with you mentally. Instead of you going to the gym and actually work for it, then that's the problem that needs to be talked about a lot more. And that goes for a lot of men as well. So shout out to this article. Shout outs to Sally Field for embracing grandmotherhood. So yeah, what y'all thoughts on this? Link to the article will be down below.